What up, what up, what up? Welcome back to the Degenerators. We are here on episode 25.
Damn.
Woo! That's
Our
a milestone.
pod
it's a milestone.
can rent a
Deuce Nickel,
fucking
man.
car.
It can.
Quarter century
And
type
get
shit.
insurance, I think. Yeah, it can rent a car. Yeah.
Quarter century
All those
type
things,
shit.
man. All those things. Well, it's Casey time. Here with Derek, the dude. Derek, what's good, man?
You know, just living the dream. We got our boy Matthew from In Between Productions in the corner.
Just on
Just
the
like
floor.
literally camped
we got
out
our
in the
dogs
corner.
barking their ass off next
They
door.
hear
That's
it.
great. They
They
knew the
hear
start of
it.
the show was happening.
Yeah, they're like, hey, turn up episode 25.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
They're
And
very
we were
excited.
like, hell yeah. So well, shout out to Apache and Nashy boy.
Apache and Nash, they're going to be vocal.
They are going to be vocal.
Should probably close that blind before we start this.
Is that what they're doing right now?
Yeah, they're
Is
looking.
that
I
what's
mean,
happening?
it's a window to the front of the house.
I thought it was like a
Yeah.
response to the show for real. Like,
No, it's not.
Oh.
It's not. It's not.
they're not good trained dogs then. I'm
Sorry,
sorry.
they're great. Hey, you watch your fucking mouth. Watch your.
Don't make
fucking
me say
mouth.
the
Won't you?
word. Don't make me
There's
say
some
the
things you
W
talk
word.
shit about, something you can't.
Don't make me say the W word right now. Get them real riled up.
Don't you dare.
You won't even be able to film the
Don't
pod,
you
bro.
fucking dare.
Yeah.
You would have to do it. You'd have to do it. But we are starting off at a place. Last episode, if you watched, I won the HGH, the gambling
our betting
picks,
picks,
our
our
betting
gambling
picks we
picks.
make. The end of every episode,
With
we
our
will make them
heads.
again today.
Our guts.
Yeah, tell 'em.
And our hearts.
Well, I won. I had officially notched the overall winning record by half a game. So big moment. And to be honest, these were weaseled away. The place where I couldn't get.
Yeah, I
them.
was gonna
So-
say you had them stacked in there. You couldn't even get them just now.
Hey, so we found them before this episode, and I get to rip one. So we're gonna do a little bit of a
Dripping
bad
NBA
radio
Phoenix,
here.
and we're hoping for a
We got
Wimby.
NBA Phoenix here. We are hoping for a Wimby.
Who else
We're
you hoping for?
a-
Anybody?
Hey, Brandon Miller.
He's
Slept
a Brandon
on.
Miller guy. He really is.
I like Brandon Miller.
He is.
All right, we got base cards. We got Jared Allen, Ben
Jared
Simmons,
Allen.
Rob, Max Struss,
Ben Simmons is shit. Uh-oh.
Victor Wembanyama,
Oh, that's a Mystique.
Mystique.
That's actually a good card, bro.
Yeah.
What?
Yep.
What the fuck was that?
That was bad. That was bad.
We
but-
called it a
We
Wimby
did.
Mystique.
and a Larry Bird color match afterwards.
Is that numbered at all?
The Mystique
No, the Larry Bird, or the Mystique.
looks like no number. The Mystique is not numbered either. I'm gonna get this. I don't have
You
it.
better find.
I gotta find
okay.
something.
Hold on, it may not
You-
be what we think it is, but it's still a good hit.
What? What do you mean? It's not what we think?
It's buy it now on eBay for $20.
Okay.
Yeah. So great Wimby, and hopefully it grades well, because that's what will really take it up a notch.
What's PSA 10 going for?
I'm done with that because the next pack might be mine. We still don't know this week.
Yeah, because you're. Okay, we'll talk about this here.
He's mad because of the way my pick not only was made but also played out. I picked a Monday night game and he didn't see it, so he's also an idiot, even though he didn't check beforehand. But I picked the game that's happening tonight. We're filming on Monday night right now. It's like 5:30 p.m. The Cowboys play the Texans tonight in an interstate rivalry. And I picked the under for my heart pick.
Yep.
Matt went 0 for 3 this weekend in HGH picks. So far, I'm 0 for 2.
I had to get cool off a little bit at some point. No?
So far, I'm 0
Yeah.
for 2. Shall tonight's game go under? I think it was 42.
Yeah, 42 really
points.
low under. I think
It
I'm
could
good.
easily go under. But
So
if
that
Trey
means
Lance
we
gets
think
some
this pack that he's about to rip that has a downtown in it. We don't.
Ooh,
We
there's
don't
a
know.
downtown.
There could be.
there could be.
could be-
But
that could be
this
going to the
could be of viewers.
This could be going to y'all.
If for some fucking reason the Texans just blow out the Cowboys, because the Cowboys aren't going to win or really, I don't think they're going to score many points. So it's really on the Texans to make it happen. But if they do, they do.
And the Cowboys can score 10. I think 35-10 games possible.
If it's Cooper
35-10
Rush
is
starting tonight,
possible.
I don't know. He's
35.
very much so a
Get Trey Lance in
game
there and start
manager.
throwing pick sixes.
Yeah, but also he could run for 50 yards for
Exactly.
any
I
given
think
time.
that's
All right,
bad for your little.
I'm gonna
little
rip this
under.
NFL optic real quick. We're gonna see.
Let's see. Yep.
We're gonna see what we have, and
Yeah.
we'll see who gets it later.
And if you say this is boring,
You're probably right.
how many hours
Drake
did you watch
London.
of Buffering and the Netflix, fight with Jake Paul? You know,
The Hendon
Think
Hooker
about it.
rookie.
that's a Hendon Hooker.
Hendon Hooker rookie.
Okay. Rated
So,
rookie.
Yeah,
Nothing
rated
else?
rookie. Nope. Everything else is base
Hey,
cards.
well, that's a bummer.
You know what else is a bummer?
That's a bummer.
That Jake Paul Mike Tyson fight.
That was a little bit of a bummer.
Trash.
It was a bummer. The fights before it weren't bad. I
didn't see.
watched the whole undercard. I don't know why, but I did. There was the
'Cause
very
it was
first
free
fight
on
was a
Netflix.
Brazilian influencer
Oh,
fighting a boxer out of India. And the Indian fighter just absolutely beat the hell out of him.
Out of the bazillion.
It was not close. It was clear that like one was a trained boxer, the other was an influencer, right? I thought it was pretty clear, at least.
I mean, I'm sure it was.
And then after that, we had the a WBC title match, which
They had to draw people.
that
in.
one was I will say that just felt long. Like I'm not a boxing connoisseur, but it was like 12 rounds, 3 minutes. Like shit lasted like an hour and a half, and it was
12. Yeah, it's a championship fight.
I don't know.
Extra rounds in a championship
I don't know.
fight.
It just maybe it was 16. I don't remember. It felt like forever. The fight was good. The fight was pretty good. It was better than a lot of the rest of the fights. And then the women's fight happened, which was a good one. The girl's eye got slit open.
Yeah, saw that.
And like as the fight's going on, you had the corner guy for the Serrano girl coming out and saying like she's a dirty fighter. She headbutts everybody she fights. Like mid fight interview is kind of crazy.
Hey, he was passionate. He was mad.
Respect.
He was turned. He didn't want that fucking. He didn't want it going down like that. Right.
That's right.
He felt cheated for his fighter.
That's true. But the real star of the show, maybe not the star, our degenerator of the week, DGen of the week.
DJ of the week.
It's whoever the Netflix executive is that okayed that the buffering issues. They didn't even test anything, man.
Are you saying that they said, yeah, go ahead, let's do the buffering. Let's try.
I think they were probably when you're estimating that you have 130 million people that are going to be tuned into your fucking broadcast. Maybe make sure it works. Maybe make sure that stream can stay up. Maybe make sure you got the infrastructure going into it. Maybe figure out what the fuck Amazon does to do this every Thursday night for every single big game, Thursday night game in the season, right?
You're equating a Friday night super fight to a Thursday night football game. Yes. I don't think
the NFL has.
They don't pull the same numbers.
Okay, maybe not same number. They got, in my opinion, they have a shit ton of views, and whatever it was,
it's not 130 million.
I think they have a similar crew that was hopping on the undercard fights for Jake Paul's. No, that's my thought. I mean, and it was bullshit.
All I know,
I wasted. Do you know how much my fucking my Friday night, I wasted just backing out, going to the main screen, hitting watch live again? So I kept doing that, going back and forth. I would go that same TV because everybody on Twitter out here saying, "Hey, your internet's ass." Right, so I'm going to check YouTube TV. I'm watching a college football game in 4K. It's live. There's no problem, no buffering issue. I switch back to Netflix, 4K. And it's at 25% again. Spinning. You know.
Okay, well, first of all, fuck bullshit. Netflix.
Fuck Netflix.
You wasted your whole night, and that's also your fault because you wasted your whole night on a Jake Paul evening. He was one of the headliners, and you decided to spend your time on that. So that's on you.
I'm off to a flight.
Next,
I wanted to see.
As I was leaving work, I literally got on Twitter.
Yeah.
Not calling it X because it's called Twitter.
Okay.
And I Jake Paul, Mike Tyson stream, searched it.
Yeah.
Instantly had the fucking fight, no buffering, no issues, saw the walkouts, got in my car, chilled out for a second, and it's still literally no buffering issues. Start the fight. First round's okay. Mike Tyson gets in. He looks, he's definitely, his legs ain't there. And Roy Jones Jr.
So you're saying I'm the stupid
on
one for going to the
actual source? Yeah.
The platform that the stream is being hosted through?
I mean, I'm not calling you the stupid one. I'm just saying you look stupid now. And you wasted all that time for nothing.
Whatever.
And then what did you see? Did you see Mike Tyson's ass before the fight?
It was buffering out through that. I actually think I'd switch over to college football for that one.
Yeah, I was buffering out too.
I saw it all on Twitter right after that. Yeah. I mean,
JK.
Everybody's, you probably were.
I was at work.
Aroused. But no, it was quite the move from him. I mean, it's Mike Tyson. What do you expect? He's doing crazy ass moves all week, man. But I love Mike. I mean, gotta love Mike. That's the Mike Tyson
faked.
Well, remember we introduced Mike Tyson, the fighter. I guess you can call it the fighter to a new generation.
Is that I'm gonna remember him as saying, "I'll eat your fucking babies."
Yeah,
to a press reporter. I'll remember him for biting off Holyfield's ear. I'll remember him for going to jail for rape and other things. I'll remember him literally beating his ex-wife. I'll remember him for the fucking the movies, The Hangover. Before I remember
the Hangover movies, that's a real.
I don't give a shit about.
That's part of his legacy.
It is part of his legacy at this point. Him and his pet tiger.
Honestly, for his legacy, that rant about how Legacy's ego and super deep, super dark, super fucked up idea.
12-year-old girl.
When you're dead, you're dead. When you're dead, you're dust. You're dead. It's over. That's it. When it's saying that to a 12-year-old, I think that might be his actual legacy.
I don't think so.
I think I love it. It's what that's what Mike is.
He's one bad motherfucker though.
He is, man. He is. And there were still some flashes in that first round where I was like, He's 58 and he's still like.
If he got a hold of that chin, he would have taken him out. But as you saw, the
He
ring was a
wasn't
bigger
going to.
ring as
Yeah.
well.
Yeah.
And Jake Paul was moving around and he had the energy. He's half the age. Like,
Yeah.
he did what he was supposed to do other than knock Mike Tyson out. But I don't think it's that easy either way.
And I respect him for not knocking him out, right? I do.
I don't think he.
I think that was.
I think he tried. I think he
I don't
tried.
think he tried to knock him
I
out.
think he tried.
I do not think. I think he easily could have from rounds 4 to 6. Yeah.
I don't think he could have put him
4 to
on
8,
guys.
however
Mike
many
has
it is.
been beat so many times, even in just sparring sessions, that he's standing in there for that fool. There's no way.
If Jake Paul had reached back, he would.
I think
He
Jake Paul
would've
did
knocked
reach
him out.
back. At the end of the fight, he was
I don't
tired.
think so. No, he bowed to him and everything. I mean, he was classy about it. Like, but
So if you're tired, you can't like do that.
no, I'm
That's
just saying.
wild.
I'm just saying what I think would have been smarter is if Mike Tyson had faked that shit from rounds 4 to 8, right? Mike Tyson had been holding that back, right? He had left energy for one good punch and then waited for Jake Paul to start that shit, reach back, knock his lights out. That would have been my dream of how the night went, but it didn't. It ended. We had to hear a lot about how Jake Paul's a genius.
Hey,
And I mean, he conned me into fucking watching again, so I guess he is a fucking genius.
he got everybody
I mean,
paid.
and he's
too.
done it so many times, man. I tuned in to watch him. Was it watching him? No, I was watching Mike Tyson the first time. Mike Tyson, Roy Jones Jr. You remember that fight? That was the same fight where Logan Paul knocked the shit out of Nate Peterson. You remember that?
Who's
you
Nate
remember?
Peterson?
Was it not? What was his name? The basketball player.
Nate Robinson, the short
God
guy.
damn it, Nate Robinson. You're right, man. I'm fucking up names again.
Nate Peterson.
Nate Robinson.
Also, I got distracted because a ice cream truck.
Man,
just
the
went
ice
by,
cream. That's
so.
that's not the good one. There are two that come to this neighborhood.
What?
Oh, don't
There's
ask
two
Courtney about
different
it.
ice cream trucks. You can
Yeah.
identify
One-
them by the sound,
Yeah.
and one is better
Well,
than
one's
the other.
Mr. Softy. Mr. Softy's an institution, right? And the other one is a sketchy looking band that
Mr.
plays Christmas
Softy.
music. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's how I know. And Courtney knows too. She hears the Mr. Softy truck. She's out that front door in 10 seconds. It's a Northeast thing, I guess. I don't know. But anyhow, yeah, that's about it for the fights. I mean, we had the UFC fight as well. I don't think I had that on the rundown,
UFC
but
fight,
the
I
UFC
watched
fight,
that.
I didn't watch that.
Oh, I
but
did.
I had heard it was. I mean,
John Jones took on another, big name for big money. The dude was older. He came in way better shape though. John Jones kind of looked like he came in saying like, "Fuck it, dude, I'm gonna beat the shit out of you."
Yeah.
Like, not to say that he's not in better shape than me, obviously. Sorry, TikTok crowd. I don't want you to go crazy over that one.
yeah. TikTok
Uh,
people been going out.
Like, he's obviously in
man.
better
He's
shape
not
and he
fucking-
trained to fight, but he did not come in looking like a professional fighter. Normally comes into a fight for a championship belt. He beat the shit out of him. He literally broke his ribs. Stipe Miocic or whatever.
Miocic. He's a fucking
Miocic.
legend. He's a Hall of Famer.
Exactly. That's what he is, though. He's a legend. He's a
Yeah.
Hall of Famer. He's like 40-something years old.
Well,
And he did not belong out there as far as the speed was concerned of the fight.
yeah.
And he, in the third round, absolutely got a couple ribs just crunched in on a backwards spinning kick that John tried earlier.
It
in the
hurt me
fight.
watching that spinning kick. That was crazy.
But John was lethal and he was quick still,
Yeah.
like with his hands. He still threw them bitches.
He's the best
pretty
fighter
good.
we've ever seen.
Maybe.
Best MMA fighter we've ever seen. In my
Maybe
opinion.
MMA. I will say to me though, and the generation I grew up in, there's no way you're telling me Kimbo Slice might not contend for number one. No way.
You just trying to do a shock value take. What was that?
Do you know who Kimbo Slice is?
Yes, I know who Kimbo
Yeah,
fucking
my boy.
Slice is.
If he was trained
Yeah,
from a
I
young
watched-
age,
Oh.
if he was trained from a young
You
age,
think
to be
Kimbo
like
Slice
that,
is the greatest fighter we've ever seen?
bro, he knocked some dude's eyeball out of his socket
In a backyard with a football
for like
mouthpiece.
$100.
I mean, that was early YouTube day. I was like, Machado, you said
That
I
was,
don't
like,
know
dirty.
who Kimbo Slice is. Yes. Like,
fucking dropping.
I remember
motherfuckers
Kimbo
like
Slice
Kimbo
versus
Slice.
Dreads in the backyard.
Dude.
yeah.
yeah.
I remember that
Heavyweight,
shit.
real
Yes.
heavyweights,
But like,
real.
we saw it happen
real
when he
bad
got in the
man.
ring. You know? Like,
Yeah, but that wasn't the same. He
Octagon.
went in there at the end of his age. He hasn't even get to train. Like, no, I'm not buying that. Kimbo Slice had what it took. All right.
Okay. Well, that's whatever.
He's hating on. It's like me bringing up Butterbean and you hating on it because of shock value. But Butterbean legit was a skilled boxer before he had all his neurological and physical issues.
I never really watched Butterbean.
Yeah, you Butterbean ass bitch.
No. I mean, you can just say. I mean, then that's like saying Conor McGregor was the best fighter ever.
Conor McGregor might be the best MMA
He's the best
entertainer
promoter
that there ever was.
Yeah.
And
Let's
he
move
would
on.
drop
Let's move
you
on to a sport that maybe you know. a little
prop
more
of
about.
12.
Let's move on to a sport that maybe you know a little more about.
What sport is that?
Football.
I know zero about football.
Oh, I gotta readjust, man. not that comfortable.
Yeah, because you're sitting on a broken chair.
Yeah, it's broken.
Just for everybody at
It's-
home, I want you to know he broke the fuck out of this chair.
I've
I'm
had it-
surprised it
I've
hasn't
had it for a
flipped over
decade.
in a while.
I've had it for a decade. If you're sensing like, wow, Casey's not very comfortable. It's because I'm not. Just to be honest with you.
Oh, he decided he wanted to sit up today.
Yeah.
We are the enemy of our own decision.
We are. I mean, we're playing through it.
We're
playing
not even
through it.
like 10%.
We're getting to our first topic, and that's the NFL. Did you watch any of the Chiefs games? See the Chiefs versus the Bills?
I followed it.
Yeah, I watched it.
followed it.
I watched it. Of course, my Kansas City Chiefs.
Who were undefeated.
We're
going into the
undefeated.
game.
Finally took an L, which I think is a good thing. I think it's a net positive
Yeah, they took one of the
for the
L's out
team.
of Allen.
The Bills can have their fucking regular season Super Bowl, like they get. I mean, Josh Allen's 4-1. He has four wins against Patrick Mahomes.
4-1.
Which the fact that they're doing little stats like that of him versus one player. I mean, that's just a testament to fucking Patrick Mahomes, right? I will also say that we'll see who wins in the playoff.
You're twisting this for yourself.
I
which is
think we'll
normal.
see. We'll see. Yeah,
I get it, and you're putting your little spin on it. And
I do wish the Chiefs defense would have tackled Josh Allen on 4th and 2.
who can tackle Josh Allen?
Just try maybe realize that's what's coming.
I don't think many people could stop it knowing that even.
I mean, he's a tank. He's a big boy.
He is, and he's determined.
He's a tank.
When
determined.
he runs, he goes hard.
Yeah.
There's no denying that.
I think
Josh Allen
if
plays hard.
Leo Chenal knows that Josh Allen's going, like Leo Chenal.
But so they're not going to
Listen.
block him at all. Like they're just going to let him go 1-on-1.
I think
With
Leo
the
Chenal had other.
quarterback.
I don't know. I didn't break down the all 22. I didn't break down the
I
film.
know you didn't. I know you didn't.
But I feel like they know short yardage situation now.
I feel like
Here's what
they
this year's
know.
Bills are going to try to do. Yeah. Here's what they're going to try to do. Well,
You're assuming their information.
I know that in that locker room right now,
Do
they
you know
say,
what assuming does?
I know. It makes an
For a
ass out of
fact,
me.
you know for a fact.
Yeah, whatever. I know for a fact that now the Chiefs know in a short yardage situation in the playoffs what's going to happen.
So they're going to sell out for Allen. They're going to pitch to Cook.
They know to play assignment football, right? But they know
That's
what's
what
probably gonna
all
happen.
football is assignment football.
I think
You get
they
a new
know.
assignment every play.
Yeah.
Execute.
Yeah, I mean,
God, you're
was a good
trying to
game.
cover it up.
It was a great game.
It was a decent game.
it
The
was a
Chiefs
great
could have done
game.
more.
It was a great game.
Pat Mahomes threw 2 picks? Did they look
I
good?
think the very first pick,
Was
first
it
throw.
his fault?
Yeah, that was a bad throw. First throw was his bad. Second one, then neither of them were great throws. But it's Patrick Mahomes. He's gonna have good throws when it matters, and that didn't matter that much outside of Buffalo. So congrats on the whole city of Buffalo. Congrats to the whole city of Buffalo for
We
your
like your
moral
wings.
fucking victory,
Your
your
wings are
regular
good.
season win,
It was a
your
literal
regular
victory,
season
too.
Super Bowl. You guys are regular season champs. Y'all won Week 11.
It was a literal
Great
win as well.
fucking
Not
game.
just a moral victory, but a
Josh
literal
Allen, though.
victory.
Josh Allen's incredible. I gotta give props to Josh Allen. He's really fucking James Cook. He looked good as hell too. He looked really good. Really good.
Good as hell, huh?
He looks good. He was running. He was running hard. Boys having
Mari
trouble.
Cooper had a couple catches.
He did. He had a one-handed catch early. It was nasty.
How many drops did he have?
Oh, I didn't see him.
Good for him.
You
Good for
hit.
him.
You know Mari Cooper hater?
He was on the Cowboys, brother.
Yeah, I know he wasn't. You
he
hate.
led,
yeah,
he
but
led the
see,
NFL in
that
drops.
that means that I would know
And then he
whether
went
you
to the
like him or not.
Browns.
Like you have the weirdest thoughts on Cowboys.
Just know that I
players,
know
past and
about him.
present. I know
That's all
you
you
know
need to
about
know.
him. No shit. I mean, but like,
The fact that you know I know about him, that's all you need to know.
when he was a Cowboy, was he one of the Cowboys players that you rooted for
Yes.
or against?
4.
For okay.
I
That's fair.
rarely root against Cowboys players. The ones I do root against happen to be in prominent positions.
Dak and Zeke and
And Jerry.
Jerry.
Zach,
Jerry was on.
Zach.
He was on that Netflix. He was on the Netflix Jake Paul bout too.
was he measuring dicks before the
He
fight?
was shouting out. I mean, people have been saying like that.
He was
the
probably
first,
there trying to see what kind of wieners were around.
That was the first time that stadium been filled in a while. That's what
Oh my
people-
god!
People were saying. I'm just saying.
Don't say what people say. Say what
I'm
you
just
say.
saying what people were saying. And that was also like people are also saying that Jake Paul has more wins in Cowboy Stadium this year
Than the
than
Cowboys.
the Cowboys.
Did you
people
also
were
notice
saying that?
They had the curtains up.
Yeah, they
for
had
the
curtains
fight.
up. They did. They
Shit was
did.
kind of wild. There's no glare in the stadium.
Yeah,
No glare in the stadium.
it was interesting.
Got the
Shout out
curtains
Jerry.
going. Fuck you, Jerry.
Shout out to Jerry.
Fuck you,
friend
Jerry.
of
We're
the
not
podcast.
shouting you out.
Friend of the podcast, Jerry Jones. You're welcome to come on if you ever would like to, Jerry.
Jerry,
We'd like
if
to
we're
have
ever
you.
in the same room
We
together,
would love to have you.
just know
I will make sure he is detained and he won't hurt you. Right? The lawyers will make sure of that.
I'll sit in jail for you, old man.
Oh, don't listen to him. Don't listen to him.
I'll
Jay.
fuck you. I have nothing to live for. I'll rot in jail.
That's weird.
For hurting
that's
you.
Weird. Yeah, that's weird. Weird hate. Weird hate. So that
I'll spit on you.
we
old
had.
fuck.
Speaking of hate, there was
not in the way you like either. You
Sunday
pervert.
night game featured the saltiest fucking personality in the entire NFL to me, Jamar Chase. Jamar Chase is so fucking good on the field. He's incredible. He's one
So
of
you're telling me the saltiest ever?
bro.
In the league
Bro,
now.
I am saying when watching that game last night, they did the sideline clips to him, and his face is the worst face of like, fuck this shit. We're getting, I mean, in the first half, they're getting shit kicked out of him, and they keep flipping over to him, and he just looks like that teammate that just hates everything, and he's just, I know he's a competitor, but he also, when things start going terrible, I mean, they're 4-7.
It's
now.
because T. Higgins was back. He didn't.
They're
get as many
4-7. He
targets.
didn't get as many. He had 2 touchdowns. He's still Jamar Chase. He's incredible. But they talked to him after the game and they
Mhm.
asked him, what do you think went wrong? He goes, "Don't ask me. I'm a player. Ask my coach. My coach is the one who called. He was the one who called the plays. He's the problem with this. What happened today? Pretty
Did he
much.
say that? Though?
Yes, pretty
did
much.
He say, pretty much. Or
Pretty
did
much.
He say that?
I don't have the
He
exact
didn't.
quote.
God,
I don't have
hate
the,
that shit.
What do you
Oh,
hate?
he pretty much.
All right, you want me to
said
find the
this.
exact quote? You want me to
I
find
want
the
you to
exact
see
quote?
where he said that the coach was
Okay.
shit for it.
I mean, he
basically.
insinuated that.
All he said was, "You got to ask the coach
He
about
insinuated that. Let's see. What God?
that." It's people like you.
Yeah.
Why are you the way that you are?
I'm just finding this direct quote so we can leave no doubt here. How do I do it? I don't know. Ask Zach. He called his head coach Zach.
That's his name.
Ask the coaches. Don't ask me. That's not my job. He goes, I play football on the field. I don't call plays for us, So that's not I can't really do nothing. Asked if he believes plays are part of why Cincinnati isn't finishing. He said, I don't know. What else did he say? He had the locker room looked like this is riveting.
Nothing where he.
Yeah, it doesn't really matter how good I perform at the end of the day. Having all those numbers and losing, not good. That's the mentality. And then when he was talking about his
this guy
kicker,
doing?
he was talking about the kicker who missed 2 kicks.
Okay,
Awesome.
so now, no, hold on. We're gonna end right there. We're gonna stop. We're gonna pause because not once did he say that they made bad decisions or the wrong decisions. He just said it wasn't his decision to make, and he didn't want to speak on it.
Mhm.
What about that makes him salty?
Well, you should have seen the look on his face.
Oh my
he's-
god!
he's
Now
like-
it's the look on
You
his
should have
face,
seen
the
fucking
words he
look on
didn't
this guy's
say.
face. Hey, you should have seen
This
it,
fucking
man.
guy. That's
You should have
prejudice.
seen it.
That's
no,
prejudice.
No, because he
I
looks,
can read the literal words off the page and see that it's not that.
he looks like he's when you're going through a video game, you're going through my career mode. Everything he does is negative 100 team chemistry. Like he is the.
How do you know that?
Because
Did you ask the team?
Because if I was on his team, I'd be fucking pissed.
But you're not on his team,
I'm not.
and you've never been in the NFL. So those personalities and those
great
people are
astute
different.
observation there.
So maybe
Really fucking
they
astute
think differently.
observation.
You can't assume they think like you backwoods motherfucker.
Backwoods.
Yeah, you're from Austin. You're
Yeah,
not really
not really
backwoods.
backwoods. But I will say he was salty as hell, and it's just his face. He just looks like the biggest powder I've ever seen on the sideline during the games.
The biggest powder, we played with bigger powders than him.
Oh, we did.
In
We're
baseball.
not gonna call him out by name. We're both thinking of the same name right now. And I know you know
absolutely.
it. Crying. We played
Stop.
with a kid. Yeah. Geez,
Stop.
Stop. I remember. We're not naming names. I remember that kid. Also, J.K. Dobbins. J.K. called game. He did call game. He scored a touchdown at the end with 14 seconds left. He probably could have completely called game if he had just slid and waited for the field goal.
It was over.
It was over. He was scoring a touchdown. He was getting those fantasy points. Unfortunately, I benched him in both my fantasy leagues because I had tough decisions to make.
I benched Taysom Hill because he's so inconsistent.
Well, yeah, you can't.
41
play Taysom Hill,
points.
But he had 3 rushing touchdowns. He was an animal.
Fucking piece
That's
of shit.
crazy.
He went to BYU.
Yeah, he did. He did.
I wonder if he
My
sucked.
dad still complains about the home series he had with Texas.
Oh, he
I think
fucking
he had a
killed
total
us.
of like 1,000 yards rushing in those. 2
Taysom
games.
Hill literally beat the University of Texas 2 years in a row,
Yeah.
back to back, during like our shit rebuilding. Like
Routine 250-yard rushing game. He was crazy. You couldn't tackle him to save
that
their
was
lives.
those were ugly games.
Yeah.
Those were games that I turned off before the half started, the second half started.
Yeah. Well, we also had the Steelers have a very weird game. They didn't score a single touchdown.
But okay, so I would say it kind of is very weird, but realistically, that rivalry is very tense like that.
It's always the classic saying about that game is right.
Mm,
There's no love lost.
oh,
No love lost.
love
Every
lost.
reporter I say how much there's no love lost.
But honestly, they respect
no
each other a
love
lot,
lost
so
game.
it's kind of weird.
Well, there was also our boy George Pickens. After a guy had gotten hurt, he's walking up laughing, talking to other boy, pointing at him. Ravens player.
Mike Tomlin
hurt.
should have just choked his ass. Right
Yeah.
there.
Yeah.
Anyways, Mike Tomlin and Lamar Jackson have a respect for each other.
Yeah.
But Mike Tomlin
just
also beats Lamar Jackson. Like it's a thing. I think he
Yeah.
was like 1-3 against him.
Yeah.
It's Lamar Jackson acknowledges he has a hard time playing against the Steelers because they are so good and they know how to stop and they play really hard-nosed defense.
Yeah.
They have great schemes and Mike Tomlin's just a good coach.
He's a
But
great coach.
the Steelers only kicked field goals and they won the game, so they really did their shit on defense. They really stepped up big time.
Chris Boswell was a fantasy god this week.
I don't know what to think of the Steelers. Yeah, Chris Boswell is huge. I'm about to beat him in one league though, so I'm happy about that.
Beat the league.
But like, I don't know what to think about the Steelers. Russell Wilson's in there. You have his guy George Pickens. You have Najee Harris, Chris Warren. You have an offensive line that is working really hard and doing well.
Jalen Warren.
What did I say his name was?
Chris. Chris Warren played Texas running back a couple years back.
Got you. Jalen Warren. And then on defense, you have some of the best individual players in the league. TJ Watt.
TJ Watt, probably the best.
Deshaun Elliott, Minka Fitzpatrick. Deshaun Elliott, shout out. Hook 'em horns. Is Cam Hayward still over there? Cam Hayward's still anchoring that fucking defense.
Their team
Just
is
dirty.
salty. They're gonna get sent home in the playoffs.
That's what I keep in my head. I'm like, yo,
it
doesn't matter who they play. They're losing in the playoffs.
I mean, it does matter who they play. They're gonna be playing the Chiefs at some point.
I think they lose to anybody that they face.
Fucking paint. They're out the fucking paint when they meet up with the Chiefs.
I think
they're probably out the paint when they play. God, just blanked. Jesus.
Chargers, fucking
no.
Bills, Chiefs, I think all
Probably
of them
Bills.
would beat them.
Bills is what I was thinking. Yeah, I think Josh
Ravens
Allen,
again in the playoffs.
Ravens. I mean,
Well, that's who they just played.
the Ravens might just be saying what I was saying. Congrats on your regular season Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Congrats on
True. Very true.
that. I think that's the best coping mechanism you can have as a fan when your team finally loses. Is we'll see when it matters.
Yo, my team's not going to make it to where it
Yeah,
matters.
speaking of
Which
that.
tonight they play the Texans. We already talked a little bit about
This
it.
is like one of those you got a game for pride.
I don't think so because you don't have a quarterback, and that's the most important part of any game. Is that the other truck?
What the fuck was that?
Oh, there's some phantom shit going on.
I don't know.
Anyway.
we're hearing weird noises in the studio.
Cowboys-
Bear with us, people.
Yeah, that's nice.
Yeah, it's still an ice cream truck. Yeah. Yeah.
So the Cowboys Texans tonight. I think CJ Stroud throws all over the defense a little bit. Micah Parsons is going to get his sack or two in because he plays very angry no matter what, and he'll do something.
Yeah.
I honestly think that the running backs are going to have good games too, though. Joe Mixon and Rico Dowdle. I think both of them will have an impact. Rico because the team has nothing to offer and they just have to run the actual offense.
What's happening? I mean, you what's happened to Deuce? They don't get Deuce any run.
No, he's been inactive a couple games.
Yeah.
Because they signed Dalvin Cook.
It's on the injury report for being too short.
Yeah. I think they probably fired his dad too.
Yeah.
No,
Oh,
that's
no.
fucked
Did they
up.
really?
No, that's
Yo,
fucked up, bro.
damn. I like Deuce. Yeah,
You're
yeah.
fired, bro. Your son, like,
Hey,
he's not working.
your son's
out.
not what we thought. It was a nepotism type shit.
Yes, you
the
gotta
fuck
go,
out.
bro.
Reverse
You convinced
nepotism,
us.
Just get out of here.
No, I don't know. He's been inactive because of Dalvin Cook, Rico Dowdle, and then Zeke's bitch ass.
Yeah.
Who I think they just need to cut and move on from.
Of course.
But Jerry Jones,
yeah, it's not a.
Jerry Jones is so backwards.
We understand you hate him.
I hate him, but he's like so loyal too. It's disturbing because honestly, loyalty is a great trait that you would love to see. And in today's age, you don't see it as much as you want to.
Mhm.
But he's so loyal in the spots where it just doesn't make sense. The Zeke re-signing was a loyalty thing. Keeping Jason Garrett on for
Mike
10 years is
McCarthy.
loyalty. Mike McCarthy at this point is loyalty.
Yeah.
Kellen Moore was
But
loyalty.
I don't know if it's loyalty as much as it is control.
Oh, that's true.
Like I feel
That's
like
true, too.
he feels like he can control Mike McCarthy, right?
Well,
what
he's
he
the
should
GM
do.
too.
You know, what would be the smartest fucking move he would ever do?
Hire a GM.
Hire Bill Belichick.
Off himself. That would help too.
Jesus, no, no. Hire Bill Belichick.
A lot of people would benefit.
Bill Belichick. Jesus, no.
I don't think he would. His ego would get in the way.
should.
He couldn't control.
Well, yeah, that's the. I mean, I personally think Bill Belichick, the Dallas Cowboys coach, would also end in a fiery crash. But I'm here for it. Like,
You know what'd
I
be
just,
super
like-
sick? Is if he just really went gung ho and gave Bill Belichick and Nick Saban a bunch of money to like, you guys are running the team together. Figure it out. Like, I'd watch the Hard Knocks
I would
for sure.
He would probably self-produce his own Hard Knocks. He
Oh,
would have
yeah.
his own
You know, he
Dallas
would
Cowboys
his own
shit.
like yeah
Like he honestly probably
on his
throw
own
$1
streaming
signs
service too.
Yeah. He'd throw a shit ton of money at like Joe Rogan to be the like key host walking around it. Yeah.
Oh my
Yeah, think about
gosh.
Think about it. Yeah,
Fuck you, Jerry Jones.
that was that's your obligatory once an episode.
I said it
Which about
earlier
Jerry
already.
Jones. I don't think we've gone an episode this football season without you having a.
Why? How could we? We do it
maybe
every
one of the
week.
Cowboys bye weeks, maybe. But
No, they already had a bye week.
Yeah, maybe that one did.
I definitely said fuck Jerry Jones that week.
possibly.
Still saying fuck Jerry Jones.
Yep, you've been on that.
I've been on that. You know who else has been on something?
Travis Hunter.
Travis Hunter been on
Travis
that
Hunter.
race right now.
Travis
for the
Hunter,
Heisman.
man. I was
Last
able to,
week, against Tech, it is what it is because Tech's so weak.
and
but-
we locked. I mean, okay, lot. Travis Hunter didn't do that much from a receiving standpoint against us.
okay.
We threw to him once as a D-back, and it was a free play. You know what I mean? Like it was like a offsides, so we knew like if he picks it,
So the
It's
whole
not
time
gonna-
y'all avoided his side of the field. and
as
that
you
player
should.
was
That is
locked-
the way to play against Travis Hunter, and he's that good. I mean, that's a testament to the guy. He's incredible because you know what happened on that one free play? He picked it. He picked it, but it was a free play, so it came back. It wasn't a biggie. But like the way you have to play against him is make everybody else on that team beat you. Now you know who else had a really good game this past week? Will Shepherd. I call him out. I still holding some college football.
Here we go back
card.
to the one.
back
week
to my
one,
own
week
bags.
2 wide receiver shit.
Yeah, but you said I would never bring him up again. And Will Shepherd, the Vandy, I mean, he had some incredible catches this past week. He's been beast moding. But they're looking like they have more and more confidence each week, which makes me feel like they're gonna lose one they shouldn't. So, like, I just have a feeling like
I don't know. Colorado's they're on a warpath this year.
they say that. I don't think they're that complete of a football team. They have a really good pass rush. I mean, their pass rush is really, really good.
They have one of the best DBs in the nation.
Yeah.
Okay.
And one of the best receivers. They have one of the best receiving corps in the nation. Right?
They have a top
I think
10
they
quarterback.
have the most overrated quarterback in all of college football.
He's still a top 10 college quarterback.
top 10, yeah. But he's overrated as shit. And he's not that
Arch Manning or Shedeur
That good.
Sanders.
shooter.
Okay.
Wait, who's better out of those
Who
two?
are you taking out of those two?
Who am I taking? I think I'd take Arch.
Oh, that's what I'm asking you. Who
Yeah,
would you take?
I thought you were asking which one of them I was calling overrated.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
I'm asking you which one would you take on your team?
Yeah, I'd take Arch.
Okay.
Honestly.
Right now.
Okay, not right now. If I was an NFL coach,
Well, no, all things considered, one of them right now for the rest of the season transfers to Tech to play quarterback. It's on a loan situation, right? Wouldn't that be crazy if loans started happening in college football? But say
I would
that.
take Arch, dude. Bring Arch to
Arch.
Lubbock. He would see what winning's all about when he started.
Oh
in the
my
league,
god,
you
then
know?
you try to recruit him.
He would see what a fucking fan base sounds like. I'll tell you that much.
Yeah, not
he
the
would see-
103,000.
No, the 103,000 quiet ass people that treat the 103,000 people that treat the game like it's
When's
a
the last
fucking.
time you went? Because the environment has been
I went.
crazy on
I
TV.
went last or 2 years ago. Last.
Oh,
last
2
time
years
we
ago.
played.
So when they were shitty. Cool. Let's go again.
And
Let's
they-
go.
beat
Are they
us.
playing in at home this weekend? I'll call in.
Would they find new fans and decide to start yelling?
Yes.
Because let me tell you something. You
They let
haven't
them
been.
get drunk
When's the last time you've been to Lubbock? Yeah,
once.
we'll do that. We'll do a home and home series. You can see with Texas.
You're driving both
you know,
times.
and I would pay for the Tech tickets. You pay for the UT tickets. There's be a little difference. In the
Oh, I'm going to fucking scam.
Oh man.
I'm
No,
going to
that
scalp.
no.
Shit, are you kidding me? I'm going to the tailgate section, finding somebody who dropped their ticket and grabbing that shit. Fuck you.
Yeah, dude. That's those are expensive tickets to get if you don't.
Because it's a great game and a fun environment
it's
to be at.
it's overrated.
Even though it's
inflated
KC time,
expectations.
Doesn't know anything except for
It's
throwing fucking
inflated
tortillas.
expectation. Hey, you ever thrown one? You never thrown one.
Why would I waste a tortilla?
Because it's a mission one.
I'm a
I told you
Texan.
this. I told you this.
I'm a son of the Republic of Texas.
Right. And Texas Tech, great school.
So
Anyhow,
my tortillas, they stay
of course,
warm. They stay
we didn't
food.
have either of these teams on the rundown, but we started that back.
UT's on the rundown.
Okay, yeah. I mean, it's looking like that's going to be a playing game to the SEC championship.
According to you, it's not. But you're saying it in the rundown. But you, obviously in your picks later, we'll talk about.
Yeah.
But also just in your heart of
I
hearts,
think
I
this
already
is-
know that you've been saying this all year.
Yeah,
They're gonna lose to
Arkansas was
Kentucky.
They look really bad.
Ever
against
since
Arkansas.
Kentucky played well against Alabama and Vanderbilt, I think.
Yeah.
Because those two games
they
happened,
lost,
right?
they lost to Vandy.
But they looked good enough. Oh, no. Because you
Yeah.
keep saying they're going to beat
Their
Texas.
offense isn't that great. It's just gonna their defense is pretty raw. I mean, they look good against Georgia. They lost to Georgia by 1.
I just don't. I think that Texas goes through this game and wins. They're favored by 20,
Mm-hmm.
20.5, something like that. They win. And it sets up because A&M's only favored by 2 right now. I forgot who they're playing, but they're playing a decent game this week too.
What are they playing?
You can please go.
I got
look
it.
up.
I got it.
But yeah, so that sets up a crash course for a huge SEC game with implications, like you said, for the championship and all that. And it's the first game in the rivalry back, over a decade. That shit's gonna be way too hype.
Yeah, that's a rat line. What the fuck?
Who are they playing?
Auburn.
Yeah,
That's what I really want to have, because I felt the same way about Kansas and BYU last week. That line is so close, makes me feel like
they know something.
Auburn pulls that off, gives A&M the L,
and then A&M beats Texas.
That's what we're rooting for. That's my idea.
So now you don't care about the Kentucky UT.
Oh, I'd love I want both of y'all to lose next week.
Of course you want it, but what do you think is actually going to happen?
I think that's my better shot.
What do you think is actually going to happen?
What I want is there to be no doubt. I want there to be a situation where we are barely getting a 3-loss SEC champion in the playoff, and everybody's gonna be and this weak teams that are all gonna have a vouch. I want every team to have 2-3 losses, and they're just gonna all the narrative is gonna be, oh, like here's how great the conference is because we all have to play good teams, but in reality, all the teams are fucking mid. You know what I mean? Like that's what do I think that's the case? I do not, and I want to be very clear on that. I don't think that's the case. But I want that to be the case.
You seem pretty convinced.
I want that to be the case. I want the SEC to be really mid to start this, so maybe we can stop that narrative. But it's not going to happen because ESPN controls that narrative and they control the rights to the SEC.
Oh, here we go.
Big brain shit. They do. So, anyhow, we had Georgia beat Tennessee. Speaking of SEC, Georgia beat Tennessee. They smacked them.
Tennessee had the chance to show up and
they didn't.
They just got beat.
Tennessee always does.
SEC's tough though. You wouldn't know.
Get the fuck out of here.
Anchor down.
Hey, my Vandy Doors, they've been looking good this year. And yeah, I don't know. I feel like
you wrote on here as well. Sorry, I want to skip ahead.
Yeah, skip ahead, man.
Brian Kelly,
Lamau.
What happened there?
They got absolutely smoked by Florida. And I mean, the shit.
The quarterback played though, right?
DJ Lagway played, but
so your bet didn't work out because we talked about that last.
Yeah, I went 0-3. Yeah.
That was part of your HG. I thought it was part of your juice.
It was part of my HGH.
Damn.
But yeah, no. DJ Lagway had a nice day, and Brian Kelly screaming at all his players on the sidelines. He's yelling at him for not being coachable. He was doing Brian Kelly shit. Like it was so Brian Kelly, but it was incredible. I love
Brian
watching
Kelly's
him
just a prick.
Down. He's such a prick. And I love watching him lose, and I hope he loses most of the football games.
If he keeps losing, though, then he'll have to leave LSU, and he won't be relevant. I don't like that. I'd rather him be at LSU and knock them down a couple pegs.
Keep him up, because he deserves the ridicule that he gets every loss by that LSU fan.
Yeah, and LSU does not.
That's a good point.
LSU doesn't deserve a coach that loses like that and is a dickhead.
Yeah.
They deserve better for their fan base because they are very good fans.
They do.
And they fucking play Boosie to get ready for the game.
And I personally LSU outside of Tech, they're like the fan base that we played against them in bowl season. And like that tailgate situation was so crazy. Fun because it was like, like I had always seen LSU from a Texas mindset where we had played 0-3 Cotton Bowl when I was a Texas fan.
Mm-hmm.
I had seen them play against each other, and like my dad's just like, hey, this fan base is crazy, and like we're having to avoid all the Cajun tailgates. And then I went for the Texas Tech games, and they're like, we got nothing against Texas Tech. Fuck yeah, let's party. We heard y'all at party school. We party. We all party.
Well, in all fairness, Texas and LSU party too, but your dad is also of a different breed, so he probably avoided a lot of the Texas
fans. Then I mean, I specifically remember an LSU fan in our section that year who, you know how they have like a dance they do on every down? They do first down, second down, third down dance. This guy is alone in the section, standing up doing the dances.
Fuck yeah.
And doing the chants. And I had respect for that guy.
Nothing but respect for them. I think they deserve good. They deserve better. And also, if you don't, Louisiana and Texas are neighbors. A lot of us have been there. They have a lot of good people over there. You might. Yeah. It's an 8-hour fucking drive from where we're at to get to, New Orleans, and a lot of us have made that trek. And 6th Street, Bourbon Street are like cousins.
I prefer Lake Charles myself.
Lake Charles, it's when you hit 30, you prefer Lake Charles over everything else because you can go gamble, drink, get fucked up, stay out there, do your thing. But pre that, and if you want to compare Austin and New Orleans, there's similarities to be drawn. Of course, a lot of different cultural things.
They're
but
not.
6th Street and Bourbon Street are very similar, but
no.
To a degree. Yes.
No.
Okay.
I strongly disagree with that. But
okay.
We could go on that for a while. Outside of that, we had BYU losing to Kansas.
Nobody cares.
Yeah, they do.
Nobody cares.
The number 6 undefeated team lost to a 4-7 team.
Nobody cares.
A lot of people.
Kansas
fucking
does
care.
this every year.
I
They
mean,
beat someone they shouldn't beat every fucking year.
just like we.
It's
do.
getting late in the season. They hadn't done it yet, and they
Yeah.
did it. So.
Everybody knew it too because they were 3-point dogs. Yeah, it just felt too close for comfort. It was, it was in BYU's place. Shout out to that. BYU's mascot is the most athletic human I think I've seen. You see what he did? He did the Cougar. He did a jump where he did a flip over a moving golf cart.
Oh, he clipped it.
He clipped it, but like still, he does shit that I'm like, wow, like that could be really dangerous.
Oh, it is really dangerous. He does
Yeah.
not get paid for that.
No,
or
I've
enough
seen
for
him
it.
do like the push-ups where he had like a shit ton of folding chairs on top of or
Mhm.
folding tables, and he was doing a push-up and then jumping up to the next level. Like, I don't know who that athlete is behind there, but he's gonna be on some Spartan,
Spartan
some
race.
ultimate ninja warrior shit down the line.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, and then as at the same time that game was going on, we had Oregon barely hanging on, number 1 team in the country, barely hanging on to beating Wisconsin. But yeah, I
Good
just
for
feel like,
them. When the playoffs come,
I mean, it was a
they
crazy
won't be
pick,
ready.
big boy D lineman pick to end the game.
Oh, I
That
didn't
was
see
cool.
that.
It was a tip pass. The D tackle like turned around and made a filthy little catch. I always like to see.
Big
I
men
root
getting
for
the
I
ball is
root for,
always
when it's a
awesome.
game that I don't have a whole lot of stake in. Like I root for the underdog typically, but I also like seeing a big man get a pick. It's still something.
Big
about it.
men just getting the ball and rumbling.
just
is the best.
rumbling. Big man touchdown. We saw-
Rumbling, stumbling,
Southern?
bumbling.
Southern had a big man touchdown that was just epic. And it was a guy who made he almost got tackled at 5, and he was big boy. I mean, like four 450,
bills.
4 bills at least plus 4 bills plus. And he, it was a spectacular run. And shout out to that guy. He looked like he was having so much fun.
I bet he was, dude.
Yeah, I mean,
Dude, when you get the ball as a big dude,
yeah.
take off.
You ever have a
But
touchdown?
secure that shit.
You
I
ever
mean,
have a
yeah, I was-
touchdown here? We'll do some. We'll see if we
How
can-
far are we going back? Because
we'll see if we
I
can
quit
edit
football
this
in high
out.
school.
Watch this.
Oh shit!
He's fucking
He's
huge,
short
right?
and huge.
And
Oh
then, yeah, that was the part that was crazy.
That was awesome.
Yeah, on the homecoming.
He's so big that his jersey won't fit over, so he has to wear an undershirt to cover his belly.
Yeah,
Like that's
yeah,
how
had
big he
it,
is.
He had it all out.
Hey,
all
that
out
was
there.
good for him. That was
Facts.
homecoming too.
Yeah,
My man's got
that was
he
so
got
his
his
homecoming.
he got his pickle tickled that night.
He had to.
Let's hope.
Let's
Let's
hope.
hope at least. If he was
So-
tickling his own pickle, that's a travesty for that university.
Indeed. All right. Well, outside of that,
Talking about tickling your pickle, how would you feel if you
What-
pulled a
that's not-
debut patch?
oh,
A fucking
that's not where I was
Skeens
going.
debut
That's
patch.
that's a segue.
Oh, there
that
we
is
go.
one.
Where else are we going? Oh, okay, never mind.
Yeah,
Sorry.
NBA. No, let's go there. Let's go to the baseball.
Let's go to
Um,
Ticklin' Pickles.
Tickling pick.
TicklinPickles.com. Wait, that's probably a real website. Don't go there.
Don't try that one out. Please.
We have no affiliation.
Don't try that one out. I'm having microphone. Oh, so stay and put. Okay. Topps Chrome update series was released this
Some
week.
nerd news.
Some nerd hobby news.
Topps Chrome update series is the most worthless product
by
that
far.
gets released
And
almost
everybody
every
knows it.
year. And
Topps
Topps
knows it.
flagship update series is horrible too. So what they do every year is they save one or two the two biggest rookies, and
Yeah.
they say, "Oh yeah, you can't get them anywhere but here."
Yeah.
We're not going to add anything else.
They're
to
smart.
These,
They
these
know
packs.
that they want us nerds to keep buying
Oh,
those packs.
Yes,
And they want us to have some chase. And they
some
want
hope.
some hope, some reason, some way to push. Like, hey, we've got a dog shit.
Like I
product.
may not have a
Let's
reason
hype
to
the
live.
demand around this
Yeah.
by adding this in. And what they've done this year is they have the debut patches. So
Paskins.
whenever a player is playing their first MLB game, they have a patch on their shoulder that says MLB debut.
Unique to that game.
It is
and
unique to
player.
that game. It is player worn, is game worn. They cut those out and they put them in the card. And there's quite the offer out right now for Paul Skeens.
There's like 100 of them on the checklist as well. Most of them are going to be worthless because, no offense to all these other people out here,
You made it to the show.
You made it to the show. You
Yeah.
played an actual game. You got on the field. Whatever the criteria was, but there's so many people that do it and don't stick, right?
Yeah.
Or a relief pitcher who came up for a stint because of injuries, or certain things that happen. So even some of those cards aren't going to be worth a lot. But of course, Paul Skeens,
Yeah.
Jackson Holiday, some of the huge names.
Jackson Holiday, Jackson Chorio.
Yeah.
All the big name rookies that have theirs in this year. And I want to read you, the Pirates organization came out and they drew up an offer for the Paul Skeens 1-of-1 debut card.
So if you pull Paul Skeens, I think it's a redemption of Skeens for sure because
Right.
they have to.
No,
all of them are redemptions.
Are they?
I think so.
I've seen him pulled in person, and they
Some
showed
of
they
them
had a
are
video of him
redemptions.
signing it. But
Yeah, I know that, but like they don't want to put it in the pack so it's
Yeah.
not like damaged or anything.
Yeah.
So what happens is if you get the card or the redemption, there's bounties out there right now.
Yeah.
And Ken Golden's playing big.
Yeah.
Random investors are playing
And that
big. But
the Paul Skeens card of this patch has got to be the most valuable card. Probably
it will be his most valuable card.
it would probably be $1 million card.
If he continues on
500,000,
his
if he
same
could-
path, it's
Right.
$1 million card right now. I'd say definitely a cool $500,000.
Yeah.
Um,
You could easily get a liquid $500K from this card if you pulled it.
easily.
However,
Easily.
you know what the Pirates offered us?
I want to hear it.
All right. They offered 2 Pirate season tickets behind the home plate for the next 30 years.
That's for the next 30 years?
30 years, right? They will also let you have a softball game for 30 people at PNC Park with coaching from Pirates alumni. They will also give you a spring training experience like no other. A private tour of the Pirates City and LECOM Park. I guess that's their spring training deal. A meet and greet with Paul Skeens. 2 Paul Skeens autographed jerseys. You get to take batting practice and warm up with the team, and other unique experiences. And then Livy tweeted out, his girlfriend Livy Dawn. She tweeted
Our
out,
girlfriend.
yeah,
America's
boys,
girlfriend.
America's, yeah.
Just kidding. I'm not actually like, I know it's hyped up and
Yeah.
I got the downtown
Yeah.
shout out. Kyle
Well, she
Rose,
tweeted
but
out that to add on to that, she will also get you sweet tickets and have her watch a game with her.
I already have season tickets. What do I need her for?
I mean, it's just all.
Here's where they
it's just
lost me.
I'm telling you right now, if I pull that card,
Here's
they
what-
want that card that bad, $1 million fucking dollars.
Here,
Fuck
I
yourself.
can buy literally.
You know,
I
like
can
1.2.
30 years.
How much
of-
was your signing bonus? Fucking pay me.
30 years. It's not
Cash.
him who's paying for it. He doesn't give a shit about it. 30 years of Pirates season tickets equates to $10,000 maybe. Fuck y'all. You haven't won shit.
Yeah.
That doesn't mean shit.
You're
You
gonna
didn't
keep
offer
running
any
all of
money
your
in there.
talent
It's
down.
terrible.
You'll still be able to watch Pirate games long after they've squandered the talent that is
That's why
Paul
they're not giving
Skeens.
out
Like,
money because Paul
Yeah.
Skeens, they got to sign him somehow or pay him somehow.
Yeah.
That package is terrible. You will find many people who will beat that. Like you said, a liquid.
Nobody should
$500,000.
take that. Nobody. And King Golden came out and said, like, don't do that.
He literally said, "Sell it with me. You can buy all that shit and the meet and greet too."
Yeah.
Like you can
Smart.
jerk him off.
It was smart, and I will say Jackson Holiday for his 1-of-1 debut patch.
His dad,
Matt Holiday came
yeah.
out and said, "I want it. Open up that fucking wallet, pops."
he made
Want
over
that?
140.
Because I saw a
mil.
lot of just marks in the just mark ass people just in the comments saying, "Hey, I would give him that for free. It's his duty to have this."
Actually, hold
I
on.
looked it up. He made $157 million in this plan.
Yeah. Here's the key though.
Matt Holiday did. You're gonna have to open up your wallet
Hold
if
on.
I pull that thing. I'm probably not gonna because I don't open this trash product. But
False. He's lying. If I pull it, I will give it to you, Matt Holiday. I will give you that card, not specifically in exchange for any money, because that would then constitute a sale that I have to pay taxes on. So I will give you that card, and you feel free to make a donation to me of $1 million. Fuck you. You just gotta evade the tax system, brother.
Okay.
Fuck
Yeah.
you,
Yeah.
taxes.
all right, big call out. But yeah, I mean, outside of that, I if you're out there, you're wondering, hey, should I hop in this break? Should I? Pay,
You shouldn't. You
should
absolutely
should
shouldn't.
I pay
honestly.
$1,900 for the Pirates spot in that break? Don't
The
do it.
only way you're gonna make that money back is if you hit that.
But do
one
what you want to do.
specific
If you
card.
want to do it, DJ out. Go for it. I mean,
Send me your money and I'll send you a Paul
why
Skeens rookie
not?
right now.
Shoot your shot.
I got them.
But yeah. Also in baseball, Minute Maid Park has been renamed. How are you pronouncing this? How are you pronouncing the new name?
Daikin.
Daikin?
But
Alright.
okay, this guy.
I didn't know if that's that's why I wanted you to pronounce before I did.
It is
I've
Daikin.
is it?
And they
haven't
do
heard
have they
I
employ,
saw
I think-
somebody like, hey, is this pronounced like the Lil Boosie song? Which is crazy. But,
they employ
yeah.
thousands of people nearby Houston as well. I think it's like
Mhm.
9,000 people they employ
it's not
at one of their
Dakin.
factories.
Not Dakin. Dakin.
Okay,
Daikin.
don't try and put an accent on it because that's
That's-
even worse than what you're
it's
trying to do
probably-
already.
Yeah, I'm not trying to do
Um,
anything. I want to be.
But
very clear.
it was called
Not
it was
trying
Minute
to
Maid
do
Park.
any
It
of
was
that.
called the Juice Box.
Yep.
Now it's Daikin Park, and they do refrigeration
Yeah,
and
AC.
cooling systems, AC units. So now it's called the Icebox.
Icebox. Which
So
would be
that
cool.
I can get behind, the Icebox.
Icebox would be tight.
The name I don't really care that much about. Minute Maid Park was very cool, but if you remember before Minute Maid Park, what were
Enron
we?
Field, the best name.
Enron Field.
I think they should bring back Enron Field just for namesakes. Remember Enron? What a company! Smartest guys in the room. Great documentary.
Why don't we just name it
Yeah.
Bin Laden Park while we're at it?
Enron Field, man. I remember going to Enron Field. That was way back when.
Enron
Yeah.
Field.
I think
at
we're
Bernie
gonna have good
Madoff
memories
Stadium.
of Minute Maid Park. One question for you: in the life cycle of Minute Maid Park, What is the biggest home run that Minute Maid Park has seen?
The one I imagined myself hitting.
No.
Yeah.
Jordan, right? Jordan dead center.
You mean the no?
World Series?
You want to be honest? Are we going to be honest
19,
with ourselves?
19
Are we going to
ALCS?
be honest with ourselves?
19
Because I will
ALCS?
tell you the biggest homer ever hit in that park, and you will not like it, and I do not.
Oh,
like
it's
it.
going to be the opposing. The Barry Bonds.
No, sir. No, sir.
Albert Pujols.
Albert Pujols
Fuck
against
you.
Brad.
Fuck
fucking
you for that.
Liddick,
We're skipping
dude.
the next. Fuck that.
God, that
Why
is.
did you- he
if we're gonna
ruined
be
a career,
completely honest,
man.
he really like Albert Pujols is an awesome dude for all accounts and purposes. But when he played for the Cardinals against the Astros, he shit on us constantly. And he in the NLDS or was it the DLs? The DS. I think we were in the
that was
DS.
CS to get the World
Was it the
Series. That was
CS?
the year we got the World Series because that was Game 6. Forced
He
the game
fucking-
back to St. Louis.
Boom.
We won that game, but that home run was so bad that people thought it killed the Astros then.
Thought it was
In the water.
demoralizing.
Yeah.
Like I thought it was over. At
It
that point,
ended our
too.
closer's career, dude. We were fucked after that.
No, he was fucked.
We
up
got
for that.
swept in the World Series.
Now,
Yeah.
second question along Minute Maid Park. What was the best game you've ever been to there?
Oh, by far. I was there live for 2019 ALCS game 6.
Game
against
6?
the
Okay.
Yankees. Altuve's bomb. Off
Yep.
of the
You
Chapman.
were there the whole time too
Yeah.
for that? Yeah, you were geeked for that.
Yeah.
I was at
I lost my voice. I was screaming Jose all night. I was a problem. I was a liability that night. But
you,
I
you used to
but
be
I remember
TMC.
that home run, and that was the most as euphoric of a sports moment in person that I've ever had, and it's not close.
Yeah.
The most euphoric.
Reese dragged me along. He was I actually saw you before. I went to this trip because I dropped my car for your house before my car died that week too.
Yeah.
But we went to game 1 of the 2017 ALCS.
I was with you on that one.
Were you there?
Yeah, I sat next to you, brother,
Was that you? No.
Yeah.
That was you and me then.
and Reese.
Oh, it was all three of us.
All
Okay,
three of us, yeah.
I'm confusing like
Hey.
because I know Reese was the one who like called me up and I'm like, okay, shit, let's go.
Yeah, we rode
yeah,
there
okay,
together.
that's right. I rode with you.
I got in a wreck.
Yeah,
Yeah, there was a whole.
it
lot
was
of that.
bad
Yeah.
fucking car shit. That game, I would say for me, I think it ended what 1-2 or 0-1.
1-0.
1-0.
2-0. 2-1.
2-1. It was 2-1
It was
because
2-0.
they hit a home run
Top
in
of
the
the
ninth inning.
night, they hit a home run,
And
Yeah,
we were up by
yeah.
the pole. Yeah, that
Yeah.
game was intense. That game was like, there's not a lot of runs scored, but like it was, everybody was locked in for every pitch. We were way up in the nosebleeds. We were way fucked up too, and it was awesome. I loved every second of that. That was probably my favorite game, the best game I've seen at Minute Maid for
Yeah.
sure by far.
Yeah.
Um,
Saw no hitter there. Combined no, but I saw a combined no there. It's a lot, man. I'll miss, but it's the same park.
same
so
park.
When it's
just new
Dyken
name.
Park, I'm here for it. You know,
Ice box.
ice box, the
Ice that
box.
bitch out.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So that was the James Morant segment, obviously for the
The
Astros.
James Morant Astros segment. Are you
But
gonna
we're
blend it
about
in
to
with the
flip
Spurs?
over to the James Morant
Stephon
Castle segment.
Castle segment.
The
Ooh.
Spurs, Stephon. Wemby dropped a 50 burger. Did we talk about? I think that was happening last week. I was
Yeah.
watching the 50 burger go down.
Victor Wembanyama.
Victor.
The Mystique.
God, fucking love that guy.
It's a sick card.
Love him. Anyways, he dropped a 50 burger the other night as well. He's been picking it up ever since Kendrick Perkins said he was an offensive liability.
How many fucking rebounds do you have that night?
14 or 15.
Okay.
No. The 50 burger he only had 6.
Couldn't get 11 when I fucking.
The two games other than that it was 14.
Yeah.
Steph Castle is proving to be an absolute monster.
Beast.
He's
a beast.
elite on the
He's
defensive end.
definitely a start on my fantasy team.
His hesitation move, his willingness to give the ball up, his tenacity going to the rim. Because there was a clip the other day where it shows him just literally muscling his way in as a rookie, 20-year-old, laying it up. LeBron came to him after
He's
the Lakers
nice.
game. You know,
is
said,
he 20? I don't know.
he's 20, dude.
He's 20. Wow.
Yeah,
Wow.
he only was a freshman last year.
Yeah. Wow.
So with Donovan Clingan, who also been playing well.
That was going to impress me the other night. We put Toronto
Yeah.
Blazers.
Oh yeah, he was killing it that night.
That was
But yeah, Steph
crazy.
Castle's been great. Devin Vassell's back. I'm sure James Moran is super excited about that.
Yeah.
Him and Steph have the same hairstyle because they have the dreads or the braids or whatever. It's dreads, and then they tie it up like a pineapple, and it's pretty sick. I like it.
Nice.
We're only missing
They got,
Sohan.
that's so cute. They got matching haircuts.
Yeah, it's tight,
Yeah.
dude. It's like the Spider-Man meme.
Adorable. We're
And
matching.
they're both ballers. So
Yeah.
that's what I love. Trey Jones is back.
There's only one
Um,
pineapple though. Lapina.
Well, does he?
Yeah.
I don't think he sells the pineapple.
Yeah, you see,
Um,
it'll always be Lapina.
But James Moran's super pumped because this and Matthew from In Between Productions
Yeah,
because the
Matthew.
Spurs are kicking ass. And
Yeah.
who?
Yeah,
Oh
sure.
yeah. Because the Spurs are, they're not winning every single game, but they're winning more than they did last year. And we are competitive in every game. Our players are buying in, and once we get fully healthy, hopefully get popped back. We'll know more
Yeah.
about that in the future. He had a minor stroke, which is super scary.
Yeah.
I hope he comes back. If you don't though, and you retire, Best coach to ever do it still.
Yeah.
I just hope that
Fuck you, Coach K.
he lives healthy.
Yeah.
You know, and he's okay.
Fuck you,
and
Coach
all
K.
that. I'm not gonna say that. I don't
Fuck
hate
you.
Coach K.
Fuck
Why
you,
do you hate
Coach
Coach
K.
K?
It's a long story.
Interesting.
It's a long story. I think guys is a self-important smug asshole. But
He's
Pop's
definitely
not,
interesting. Yeah, Popovich definitely
Yeah.
greatest coach to ever do it. I will apologize.
For?
A half-ass
For?
apology
For?
for saying just shitting on your Kings.
Yeah.
And I'm still gonna shit on the Kings because I don't think
De'Aaron
with
Fox.
I don't think that with DeMar DeRozan as one of their twos with De'Aaron Fox, like you said, on the same team, I don't think that's gonna work how they want it to.
And Sabonis.
But
You don't think those three are pretty good?
plus Keegan Murray, I just don't think it works the way they want to.
It's nasty.
De'Aaron Fox dropped a
Will
50 burger himself, a 57 bomb.
Yeah.
And then the next night almost put up 50 again.
Yeah.
That was last night.
It's
And
crazy.
he's doing it without Malik Monk and DeMar DeRozan, so he's getting more touches.
Yep.
But what he's doing with the touches is ridiculous. He's just so fast. Anthony Edwards was literally fangirling over him the other day.
He's so
when they
good,
played
man.
each
He's
other.
He's got elite speed.
He's always had the speed though. He
Speed is
filled out and now he can shoot.
And this is gonna sound so stupid.
Most of what you
I was
say
never
does.
a basketball player. Right? I never
We
that
know.
good.
We can
I get rebounds, but every basketball coach I ever had told me you need to stop playing this game like it's football. Right? Like I
Because you would
played.
just go in there. That's how you walk around in life, though.
I got the rebound. I'm not a graceful human. It is what it is. We all have our strengths. Right?
It's true.
But it's going to sound even stupider for me to say, but I don't know how he runs that fast and dribbles the ball. You know what I mean? That's so crazy to me. Like, it's so crazy to me. It always
I would
will
say
be, man.
practice at least.
Thank
would be
you.
part
Thank
of
you,
it.
Derek. I mean, I'm sure, but like, you know, he's going so fast. Same with like Prime Westbrook back in the day. Like, they're going so fucking fast. And they're dribbling the ball. That's crazy, man. That's nuts. Anyhow, that's my basketball talk for the week.
Dude, that was on point, bro.
But
Sick.
yeah, I mean,
Nice.
going so fast and dribbling the ball and then
So
shooting
fast.
it and it goes through the hoop, that's fucking nuts. Like,
That is wild.
you ready for HGH?
I'm ready to pump some shit up.
Pump
HGH, hopefully I win tonight for this week.
Maybe.
The pack rip either goes to me or
got
goes
those
to one of
beautiful,
you. Don't
beautiful
forget.
cards.
Hendon Hooker rookie is what you're looking for.
Yeah.
And Hendon Hooker is the backup
Is it
quarterback of the
anything?
Lions.
There's nothing else. It's all dust.
It's a rookie. What do you want me to say?
Yeah.
But yeah, Hendon Hooker, the Lions, if their quarterback goes down, he steps in. Maybe he gets some value, you know?
No inserts or anything. Man.
No, is that it? I told you, right?
Damn.
Okay.
Kinda
Thank you.
dusty, yeah.
Thank you. Well,
You're not wrong.
either way, that was sick. So this week we're gonna make our picks again. I'm gonna go first because technically I'm still in the losing column.
Yep.
And
Technically,
I'll
It's a great
I'll
call.
kick it all off.
It's a
This
great call.
time I marked my HGH for my head, gut, and heart, so we don't have to decide what's happening
Yeah,
right
so you
as
don't
we
pick
go.
2 heart picks for head and gut. And then
Well, it's because we
pick a
gave
random
you 3
fucking
hours
under for your heart
We
pick.
gave
yeah.
3 hours for your fucking picks, and you just didn't even make them. And I have a witness here who
Okay.
has a similar name to you that would attest to that.
Hey,
But
what are your picks, Derek?
my head pick, the emoji where the guy's getting a little head massage. My head pick is going to be an over this weekend in the NFL.
Okay.
2 teams that are blue, 2 teams that are crippin',
Lions.
1 team that has an AR on their team. They'd be fucking
Colts.
tearing shit up. Yeah, Lions Colts over
Lions,
50
Colts.
and a half. There's no way the Lions don't score, period. Colts defense isn't anything special. They're good, not special.
Yeah.
And then AR is a wild card. Can he run a 80-yard touchdown in? Absolutely. Can he throw 4 picks as well? Sure.
He
But
can
I
chuck a
bet-
dude on the goal line too. He did that this last week.
but the Lions have proved, yeah, that too. The Lions have
Crazy.
proved they can score over 50 in a game themselves anyway.
Yeah.
So I don't see the worst downside to that one.
Okay. All right, for my head pick, I'm going to college football. Actually, I think I picked all these are college football
Yeah,
for me.
'cause you got to do it in 2 minutes.
Hey, I like college football. College football is what I know. I still pick it wrong every time because it's
Actually, are you in the lead of our college pick'em still?
yeah. I had a
Is it
hell
close
of a-
though?
Yeah, I'm up by 1 game, and
Okay.
I've been up by 1 game for
you've
4
been
weeks.
but it's
And,
different
like,
people who
yeah,
are getting right
And
behind you.
because people have beat me, I had to go 6-0 in the late night slate.
Did you kill it this week?
My morning was terrible. I went 0-4 in the morning, and it's 6-0 in the night.
All right, make your
6-4,
picks.
whatever, or maybe 7-0. It was pretty impressive. I will say, impressive feat by me. I'm going with Indiana plus 12.5. It's they're playing Ohio State at Ohio State. I think the media loves Ohio State more than maybe they should, and I'm a believer in Indiana. Indiana has been crushing spreads all season.
What was the spread you got? The points?
12.5.
Me too.
Yeah. We use the same sports book.
It's in my juice.
Okay. Nice. But yeah, I think Indiana is a lot better than the ranking is. You know, everybody's shitting on them because they haven't played a whole lot of people.
They're playing at Ohio State, which is a little tough.
Yeah, it's
But
a
I
little
think-
tough, but let me tell you something else. They're also playing Will Howard. All right. And Will Howard
And
is
21 other people.
He might be more overrated than Shadur Sanders. All right. Like he can have he's just such a I hate Will. I don't like Will Howard. I feel like he's not a
Indiana's
good
coach also has
He's got
this
swag.
this is unconfirmed, but he has a huge dong, and I think he's
He's
gonna
got
just
swag.
carry that into the right this game coming up, and he's gonna say, "Hey, this is your time to shine."
They have
boys."
Miles Price, Texas Tech transfer.
Okay,
Shout out there.
I like
Miles
that pick. I have
Price.
him in my juice.
All right. Yeah, I've got Indiana plus 12.5. I want to root for. I also have them on my juice, but it's a juicy juice. You know. Get there, juicy. That's juicy juice. What you got pick?
My gut pick. I have another over in the association for NFL,
Okay.
in the federation, whatever they
Yeah,
call it.
it's not the
Yeah,
association.
the
That's the
association,
association
NBA.
basketball.
Yeah. So we'll go with the
Close
federation.
though. Yeah.
I have the Eagles at the Rams, over 50. The Rams, 2 wide receivers are healthy again.
Yeah.
And they put up numbies now. And they've been doing that. And Kyron Williams
Well, they
is
put up
also
numbies against
very good.
The Patriots.
They put up numbies against almost every team they play. They put up at least 20.
Yeah.
They are very good for a 20 burger minimum. And then Matt Stafford can do it. The Eagles, fuck Jalen Hurts and fuck Philly. But they
Saquon.
just get it done. And
What are your
Saquon,
thoughts on Saquon?
Saquon's a monster. He's one of the best running backs in the
you're
league.
saying that now?
But the move was stupid.
Oh man,
It's still
Oh,
stupid.
man.
I didn't say fuck Saquon. I said fuck that move.
It would have made
you know
more
what
sense.
I love seeing?
It would have made more sense if you said fuck Saquon.
no,
honestly.
no.
You've been reading.
You
the
know what I
comments?
see every week is those back to in the Giants like discussion rooms with the GM,
Uh-huh.
and they're like, the guy goes, "You
The
sure
hard knocks?
nobody's gonna? Yeah, you sure nobody's gonna pay Saquon this money?" He's like, "No, nobody's gonna fucking pay you, idiot." Like not like that, but
Yeah.
he makes the guy feel stupid, and then like they're like his son's in there too. He's like, "What do you think we should do?"
Yeah.
Pay Saquon. Or no, he was like, draft Jaden Daniels. Draft Jaden Daniels.
Yeah.
Didn't do anything. The GM just
Yeah.
fucking sucks. So anyway, sorry. Over 50 points. Eagles at Rams. Eagles at Rams.
That's a high over under, but
I think they both put up numbers.
I'm going with an under. I'm going with a maybe too square of an under. I'm going to college football. I'm going Iowa, Maryland under 46. Maryland's got a decent offense, but
Under
Iowa's got a good
46
defense
at Maryland or at Iowa?
At Maryland.
Okay.
And I know Iowa's offense is a little better. I'm just not a buyer. I'm not a buyer in Iowa's offense.
And offense doesn't
I see
always
those
travel.
jerseys and I'm like, they're allergic to the end zone. Like every fucking time I see them in those jerseys, I just feel like those jerseys are allergic to the end zone.
I think at home they play better offense away. It doesn't travel very well.
Yeah.
But they also kill more kids
Yeah.
at home. So
Just stop with that. No. I put my foot down.
Confirmed.
We're not doing that. No.
Iowa Hawkeyes.
They're saving more kids.
Kid killers.
Stop. All right. What's your heart?
Heart was kind of hard because I almost my heart is black and there's an icebox where my heart used to be. I get told that every once in a while.
Okay.
So I was gonna pick a pick. It's part of my juice, and I'll let you know about it later and make it my heart pick. But I'm gonna go with Texas. I'm gonna keep fucking pounding that rock, and they're not hitting for me in these bets, and that's fine. I still love them, and that's what the heart pick's all about. Is your heart?
Where's the spread?
20 and a half. And
Three
you already
tucks.
think they're gonna lose
Three
money
tucks.
line. I know that. I saw some shit.
I mean,
So I'm just saying. I know you don't agree with that.
I don't say it. I think it's gonna have. It'd be a real shame though. It'd be a real fucking shame.
It'd be a real shame.
It'd be a real
I just
shame
see
if
After
if
last week against
Brock
Arkansas,
Brandenburg or whatever his name. What is his name? Brock.
I don't care.
Vandenberg.
At
Remember that
Arkansas
name, 'cause you're gonna see
against
it running in the end
Arkansas, who has a ton of Arkansas has a ton of talent and transfers that came in.
Yeah.
They have a lot of speed on the defense too. They only won by 10. I think that this week they come out and they learn from that game, and Ewers goes a little hog wild. Some might say
Okay. Is the game? The game.
it's at Texas.
It's here.
It's in Austin.
Okay. Predictable. Very predictable. I'm going Texas Tech -3.5.
Okay.
We're playing Oklahoma State this week. They're one of the worst teams in the Big 12.
Ollie Gordon's gonna run all over you.
Ollie Gordon can try. He can try. He can sure fucking try. He
Put
can
you
sure
at
fucking
nose
try.
tackle, huh?
Huh?
Put you at nose tackle.
I'll hit
huh?
somebody. I'll give him one
Bro,
hard.
they would bully you.
I'll give him one hard bull ride. I'm bigger than I used to be.
They'd still bully you. They're
I'll give
bigger
one
and
hard
stronger
rush.
than you.
Yeah, I haven't lifted weights in a while, but like, give me
How
one
long's a
hard.
while? How long's a
You
while?
can't weigh a heart.
When's the last time you?
You can't weigh a heart. Remember
Technically,
that.
you can.
You can't weigh a
absolutely.
heart. Yeah, but that's post op, I think. But anyhow, I'm going -3.5 Texas Tech.
Okay.
I need it to happen. I need to feel better about the season. The
He
Colorado
needs him to
game.
feel better about himself.
Yeah, this is, and I want to commend you on the heart play. That was the head gut heart. It all made sense this week.
Okay.
Last week it didn't make any fucking sense, but good luck for your heart play tonight at the under in your own team's game. Congrats.
I know they're
Good
going to
luck for
lose.
that.
I know
Good
it
luck for that.
already. I'm
Okay.
resigned to that.
Yeah.
So it's gonna make my heart happy if it's by less points and they get scored on less.
Yeah, I also want one call out for last week.
Nope. Refuse.
For last week, while I went 0-3, right? I had the juice down to one leg. The last leg missed, and it was the last leg. It was Falcons money line against the Broncos.
Horseshoes
They got
and
dog
fucking
walk.
hand grenades.
They got dog walk. But I just want to call out that and that includes a cricket underdog that I picked. That one, right?
You didn't even know what you were doing.
I do know, because I've watched one 2020 cricket game in my life. That 2020 cricket match that I watched happened, I don't know, 6 years ago, but I remembered the West Indies guys can hit bombs, and that's what they did. And they beat England. So, but I missed it by one. Falcons money line.
Okay,
Shout
so
out
it didn't
to
matter.
Kirk
Anyways,
Cousins.
go ahead and pick your
It's
heart
for
pick. Oh,
nothing,
you already
Kirk.
picked your heart pick.
Yeah.
I'm gonna finish my juice here.
Yeah, you got the HGH picks plus something else.
Plus, we juice them up. We got to
Yeah.
make a juice parlay.
Yeah.
So I hate to make this pick, but I really actually, we talked about it being a rat line. I got A&M by 2.5. I know they're away at Auburn, but A&M's been playing very spirited ball.
Yeah.
Mike Elko's
That
actually got them
quarterback,
playing
that
well.
quarterback Reed kid, Marcel Reed,
He's looking pretty
he's
decent.
kind of nasty.
And they're getting ready, and if they keep winning, then they can destroy Texas' hopes at everything and solidify their own. So I think that they definitely they get this game and they win by a convincing margin. I don't
Yeah.
think 2.5 points is good enough.
Yeah.
Then I also picked the Indiana line at
Mhm.
plus 12.5 because I think that we already mentioned that one.
It's a big time game. It's going to be a massive game with national implication. It's just like
They're ready or they're not.
Yeah.
And we're gonna know from the beginning.
Yeah.
And then my last pick, which I was gonna make my heart pick, just because I wanted to show you that I love you. Ludwig Aberg.
you got Ludwig.
Ludwig Aberg.
Ludwig
Top
Aberg?
10, including ties. This
Yo.
weekend.
Yo,
Let's see what fucking happens.
I love
bro.
that pick. I love
Let's
that pick.
see.
Let's go. Let's go. All right, my juice. I've got 3 money lines. It is a 3-legged parlay that will make you
Normally,
millions.
3 money lines wouldn't really give you odds like this, but I saw the first one and I just turned my head off.
I'm going BYU money line. BYU is an underdog. Who are they even playing? I don't remember who they're playing.
They lost last week.
They lost last week, but they're going to be just fine. They're going to be in the playoff. Like I can guarantee you they win. This
Okay,
week.
don't guarantee anything.
I guarantee you they win this week.
They play Arizona State, who's
yeah.
8-2.
Eight,
At
Arizona
Arizona
State's 8-2. They've got a very good running back. The quarterback is Bush League. He's ass. That's a good BYU team. BYU money line, take it to the bank.
Okay.
I'm also going Kentucky money line against Texas. They do it. They pull it off. Anything is possible. Let's go Wildcats. And one thing is clear: Texas has a proven track record of losing games, or supposed to be losing games they shouldn't, to a blue blood basketball program in football, i.e. Kansas. You remember that Texas lost to Kansas multiple times? They should have lost to Kansas
They lost
in 05.
once.
They lost to
Not
Kansas.
multiple times, just one time.
They lost multiple times to Kansas. You can look it up.
One time.
The multiple times. And then I am going with Indiana money line over Ohio State. They win that game straight up. Those 3 things, those 3 outcomes, plus 10,548. $10 will pay you $1,064.
All of that has to happen.
3 games. 3 outcomes have to happen. We get
Kentucky is
we get underdogs winning every game. Underdogs
20 and a half dogs.
Hey, who cares?
So we just see breaking news. Paul Skeens and Luis Gil for the
Yeah.
Yankees won Rookie of the Year. So no questions about
Wait a second. Rookie of the year.
yes.
Not rookie pitcher of the year?
It's Rookie of the Year.
Well, I know Paul Skeens is going to win that for
Rookie
the
of
National
the Year
League,
is
but
what it says on ESPN.com.
I feel like, was that a surprise with America?
Yeah, because on the AL side, AL side was either going to be Austin Wells, Colton Cowers, or Luis Gil, and I think that was the right pick.
Yeah, probably right.
It was more of a question if Skeens was going to get it or if Merrill was going to get it.
Chorio.
Churio's there. I think they split with
Chorio's there every year, normal year. Yeah, Merrill and Skeens.
just absolutely beast.
Well-
Especially Merrill really kicked on at the end of the year. Skeens did his thing ever since he came into the league. So, and he's the money maker right now. So good for them. What else did I see? Of course, we didn't say it, but Daniel Jones Giants
Getting benched for Tommy DeVito.
Tommy DeVito. I'm walking here.
I'm walking here.
Walking here.
New Jersey, stand the fuck up.
Bro, what the
Dust
dude?
off those cutlets.
There, his fucking
Bring him out
agent
here.
in the gold
Yeah.
jackets and all that shit. It's pretty cool.
Yeah,
So
it's.
that's a true DJ.
I was,
like him.
I like Tommy DeVito, but I really was hoping that Drew Lock gets a chance. I love Drew Lock. I'm
we
a
talked
Drew Lock
about that
believer.
earlier.
You know, it is what it is. Anything else sports wise?
Hey, big stuff coming up. Holidays coming up.
Holidays are coming up, and we want to give a little announcement to the audience. This is unfortunately our last episode with In Between Productions, but we're gonna give a huge shout out to Matthew. Woo! In Between Matthew, Frankie, In Between Productions. We appreciate everything they've
Hell
done for
yeah.
all these 25 episodes.
And you see how the look and the feel and the
it's-
sound has
it's
just
just-
evolved and like taken off.
we
too.
found our identity. This was an idea that turned
Hell
into
yeah.
so much more than that, and so much of that is a thank you to In Between Productions.
Hell yeah.
Can't thank them
Shout out
enough.
them.
Thank y'all so much. And
We don't know what's next at this very moment.
at this very moment. We might have a show next Monday. We might not. We might have a
It
show on
might be.
Thursday. We
We
might have
don't
a
fucking
show
know.
after the fucking. I don't know when we'll have a show.
I might post
but
a
I do
YouTube
know.
video, you know,
Yeah. What are
of
you gonna do?
myself.
just a
on
self like just in a car sweating, ripping a pack of.
Thought that
Common
was
Big
going
Series.
somewhere else. In a car sweating, ripping.
Yeah,
like,
you
what are
know.
you talking about? Dirty Mike and the boys in a meth
Yeah.
party and
Hey,
somebody's
call that a
Prius?
soup kitchen.
Oh, God, okay.
No, yeah. We don't know.
But this
yeah.
podcast has grown to be able to rent a car.
Yes.
And that shit's pretty crazy.
Yeah.
And we'll see where it takes off next, what happens. But since we've been here, you know, Golden Frog Vax House, In Between Productions, it's been fun.
It's been a
fucking
blast,
live.
man. It's been a blast. We're gonna keep it going. We know that much. That
We're gonna
much is
figure
key.
something out.
We are gonna have my goal to start this was at least 52 episodes, and I guarantee you we will have at least 52 episodes. Just what are they gonna look like? Where are they gonna be? When
may
are they
look
gonna
spread
happen? We
out.
don't know
Who
about
knows?
all that. It's gonna happen at some point. You know, I mean, maybe when we're old as shit. You know, no,
Okay,
I'm kidding.
no,
It
we're gonna make it
probably
happen
not that.
before
We're gonna
then.
have to make it happen soon. And
But other than that, you know, it's been fun. We're gonna keep having fun. There's
and
no
please,
end to
please
the fun.
stay in touch with us on all socials. We'll probably be
Yep.
announcing stuff through Instagram, and maybe you too. And follow me on Golden Frog Wax House. It's Casey time on Whatnot.
Yup. Gonna have shows soon.
We're gonna have
Kyle
shows.
Rose.
I'm gonna get Derek here for a break. Derek the dude will be live in studio doing a live break.
And mainly
Um,
because it's Casey time. When he rips packs, it just takes 8
he
years.
talks a lot of shit about how
8 fucking years
the
to
pace
open
of which
cards.
I open cards. And
Crazy.
I don't want to damage the fucking cards. You
No,
know?
no, I get it, but there's
That's
a way
such
to
a
do
crime.
it, you know?
That's such a crime. But you know, for real, we appreciate you guys. We will keep everybody updated. And thanks again in between. With that being said, this is episode
Yeah.
25 in the books.
The generators!
Y'all take it easy.